as quickly as possible. Before we get into that, my name is Leah. I am Leah Lavoie, and I am from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And it is plus 10 here today, and we are suntanning in the snow, okay? It is, we don't get this in January. It's usually minus 30, minus 40. So, yeah, we got our winter boots out, we got the lawn chairs out, and we are outside getting raised in shorts. That is how it is here. Okay. So anyways, I am super excited to be on this call here tonight. My journey here, I've been with RIMAN for, I got to silence my phone, for 2 years. And I actually was introduced to RIMAN at a time when I really, really needed it. My back was up against the wall. And if you understand how that feels, put that in the comment, put a one, because, there's different times in your life, there's ups and downs. And I was definitely at a time where my back was up against the wall. And I was, my rosacea was high. I was down to $2,000 into my bank account, and I have been healing. I like to say healing instead of fighting from cancer for 8 years. And at that point, I was re-diagnosed again, and the diagnosis was more extreme. So I was doing holistic measures and everything else. So everything I put on me and everything that I put in me counts. So I've taken lots of courses, lots of direction on how to heal from cancer naturally. And I was looking for a clean skincare that worked, and I couldn't find anything. My rosacea was so heightened because it was this time of year, minus 30, and it's not good for skin. Okay. And then when I found RIMAN and it worked, and it was clean, and I needed money, I was like, and I looked at the information that I'm going to share you here today, and I thought, you know what do I got to lose? Let's go. I decided to be a great student and just learn as much as I can on the journey. And I am so blessed to be able to take become a director in here with RIMAN, and we are just getting started. So enough about me. I am going to go right into our beautiful slideshow, which is going to share with you, it's going to give you a really good rundown of some of the things that really I was like, what is going on here? This is something that I do not want to miss out. So RIMAN is, it's rethink, reimagine, redesigned. RIMAN means new beginnings. Okay. It came from a dream. It came from a passion from a scientist who wanted to crack the code of beautiful skin. So when I was first heard that it was established in Korea in 2018, and being Korean, a K-beauty brand, and I didn't know much about Korean and K-beauty 2 years ago, but I think most of us on this call have heard of K-beauty at some point now. Okay. If you haven't, now you're going to see it everywhere. Okay. Because something about putting out is like, you can't see white cars, buy a white car, you see white cars everywhere. It's kind of like that. So anyways, but not only it is on fire. Anything from Korea is on fire right now. K-beauty is actually, is beating out Chanel and Lancome right now. It is becoming they are expecting this to go from a $92 billion industry to a $187 billion industry. So they were established in 2018. They did $2.5 billion in revenue in just 5 years. Just that alone, I was like, okay, you can't do this on hype. Like, I saw the difference in my rosacea. I felt it instantly. And I was like, okay, it's calm. It wasn't burning. And that was the first product that actually did that for me. And then after 5 days, it was like totally calmed and nurtured and hydrated and all the things that we needed for January skin here in Canada. So the $2.5 billion in sales, I knew people were buying the product. Okay. They are ranked the #1 rated K-beauty brand in just a short period, where you have a lot of competition. You got to think Korean K-beauty, there's a lot of competition there. North America they just launched here just over 2 years ago. In Canada, 2 years ago, almost to the day, which is exciting for us because we just celebrated that. But they literally went from being this 2.5 billion proven product, obviously, to opening up a new company, opening up new markets where we already knew the products were working and were already loved. They opened up Taiwan, they've opened up Hong Kong, they've opened up Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, launched in April of 2025. So moving forward, we've got Italy, we've got Spain, we've got Peru, we've got Colombia, we've got Ireland, we've got Chile. There's a lot of exciting things that are coming. Oh, and of course, the United Kingdom and Philippines were also opened. So talk about an expansion. I've never seen this. Like, is this not crazy? Like, put a 2 in the comments if you think that is a lot of countries very, very fast. So obviously there's a demand out there right now. people are looking for K-beauty, RIMAN is the difference, a difference that we know they're going to love, and we're going to learn a little bit about that. So we have three categories. You could literally, I truly feel, because I'm in love with all three, you could do a business on all three. Our most popular is the ICD makeup. The ICD skincare. Why? Because I think nobody wants to look older faster, right? So, there's like this skincare is doing things for people's skin that I have never seen, right? Then we have our Botox, which is our hair and our body care. And then we have our Lifening from the inside out. And that's where to enhance that beauty, it's got to come from the inside out. So we're going to be talking about that. But for right now, I want to focus on the three categories. We have 20 patents now. Up to 20. When I started, I think we were at 14 and now we're up to 20, which is kind of blowing my mind. But the three main ones, no one's going to duplicate us. No one's going to find us anywhere. And for a business too, when I was looking at it as a business, I want something nobody else has. I don't want something that's a cookie cutter that everybody else has, but they're marketing it a little differently. And that is what, when I saw RIMAN and I tried their products and learned about their patents, I was like, okay, this is a big deal. Number one is they patent a plant. Giant byung pool. Okay, so the byung pool is not a new plant. It's been around. The tigers found it. It's also called tiger grass. They would get injured and roll around in this plant, and they discovered that this plant had these healing properties of being anti-inflammatory benefits. When my before and after pictures of my clients, everybody looks like they dropped 10 pounds off their face. So let's just put it all over our body, right? Because it's an anti-inflammatory and it targets that right away, excuse me, tested for hydration and skin brightening activity, reduces the appearance of hyperpigmentation. Anybody want help with that? How about fine lines and wrinkles? Does anybody on here get excited when you wake up with another wrinkle? Like, seriously, I used to look at my face and be like, seriously, what was so funny? Why do what are all these laugh lines, right? So, but anyways, at the end of the day, this is what this plant has been known for. Well, it's giant. It's how they grew it. They grew it with this lava energy water, and with the environment and everything, and they grew it 5 to 10 times its size. So the 20 times more like it advanced. So it's like the same grass, but on steroids. So it has been identified as a new plant altogether, the patent on the plant, which is huge, 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 huge for business. So this famous formulator was like, I'm starting my own business. I am not giving this one away. Then we have the Jeju lava water, energy water. Now, anything with minerals. We are very mineral deprived. You know what? Everything is sucking minerals out of us and we're not putting enough back in. I love that we have no filtered water, nothing wrong with it, but there's no benefits. We have all Jeju lava energy water. This is water that's been in the volcano for over 400,000 years. Just think of the amount of minerals in there and the energy that it will carry. So this is absorbed into your skin as well. So it's tested for hydration and nourishment. We have exclusivity of this water for skincare. Nobody else will have it. And we use it to grow our giant byung pool plant. Then we have our nano liposomal technology. Okay, so these are also a patent, which I actually didn't realize that this was a patent of RIMAN's. And this is huge, the way they crush every single ingredient so that they're so small that they are now going deeper into your skin. Regular skincare is very surface. It only is the surface level. You've got your medical grade that's going to your second level. RIMAN is now going past that into the third and fourth layer of your skin. And this is where healing is happening. So skin is just changing. So the before and after pictures are amazing. Talk to the person who invited you. We all have loads, and I know we're all skeptical about it. So if you started using it, your own before and after picture is what you need to take. Okay, but these three are our biggest patents, and they are big ones. Now, this is what kind of blew me away as well. When they told me they had their own RIMAN village, their own RIMAN campus. I don't know if you can see my shirt, but I am wearing my RIMAN village shirt. I was able to actually go there just this past October and absolutely blown away. So they have their own coffee shop, they have their own pool, but what's most important about this village, they invested their money to create this village, is that their campus, everything is made from seed they own every step from seed to bottle. So that's your Riman farm. You can see where they will grow everything, to the Byung Pool labs. Like that's where they are testing and they're trying and they're formulating, to the Jeju Lava Water Center that's there. We have our Ask Base, lab as well. We have our wind power station. Like we have our, like it is, everything is integrated from seed to bottle. We have our for our bottles, everything is together and owned. There's no extra third party in here, which kind of blew my mind as well, because I knew this company is serious. And sometimes with too many third parties and fourth parties and you name it, things get complicated, and that's where you have problems. Okay, so this really blew me away, of the vision of these formulators and their company and where they're going to go. So we have our Riman farm. I got to run down these aisles that you can see to the left of this beautiful healing plant and literally eat the plant. So anti-inflammatory is good for you. It's actually in our collagen, which we'll talk about. And I am telling you, this, you feel it on your skin, you see it on your skin. And when I was able to soak in their lava energy water, with the extract of these plants. And that's the other thing I forgot to mention, is the plants were actually using the oils. So other companies who are using Centella asiatica from the normal plant, which isn't as powerful as the giant Byung Pool plant, they are drying it. With Riman, we actually slowly extract the oils so we can get the full benefits of the plant, and we can see the difference on like anyways, it's not killing any of the good stuff, right, by the drying process and all of that. It's so pure. Well, I poured this water into my lava energy water, and I poured this oil, and we got to sit in that for half an hour. I'm going to tell you, I had serious back pain. I had sciatica. It wouldn't go away. I had absolutely zero problems that whole time on that trip. So that went to tell me how much of an anti-inflammatory it is. So blown away. So yeah, everything in there, as I told you, we have the, it is an incredible village. So here, let's go into now more about the
Jeju Island, the birthplace of Inselderm, where nature and tradition inspire transformation. Made different, elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Byungpool, introducing the first of its kind, Giant Byungpool. Infused with Jeju Lava Energy Water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty. Experience the difference, a difference you'll love. The all-new Inselderm, Riman.
Amazing, amazing. So that beautiful plant is in all of our products. So let's focus on our skincare. And our skincare is focused on cleanse, hydrate, and protect. This is a premium skincare at affordable pricing, and it really does get a glow from the inside out. So the healing Korean skincare, they're really focused on actually being gentle. It is a long-term skin goals. It's not a band-aid. So these patented ingredients are put together to create these beautiful formulas that are giving results very, very fast, and over time using it, like complete transformations that I've never seen before. So we have our water-based line, we have our oil-based line. Oil-based line is more for aging skin. It's the two of them are just incredible. So you just go from your skin type, water-based if you like a water-based, or oil-based if you like an oil-based for more very deeper hydration for very dry skin. Then we have our makeup. So we just launched this, and I am so excited about this category because we are actually adding to it really close here. We have a conference coming up at the end of February, and we are going to be doing some major launches. And I've heard a rumor that it's on makeup. So makeup is a huge business in its own, but this is not makeup. This is skincare. Infused makeup. So this is about healing your skin as you're adding color, as you're covering up. So I love the cushion that we have here. So as I am applying the cushion, I know this is like applying the moisturizer, okay? So it is, it's going to help with my rosacea. It's going to help with breakouts. It's going to help with all that, rather than now we have beautiful skin and we're putting on this makeup and it's got all these chemicals and toxins and it's causing a problem. And so we have this. This is what I love about Riman, is we're very focused on the health of the skin from every layer that you put on it, including your makeup. And then we have, as we talked about, the Deserticola hair products and the Swamil body care. This is our Bodalab. Now the hair products itself, we can't get enough of it. There is so many testimonials of incredible shine, volume. I've never had volume like I had. It's always been limp and horrible. Less hair falling out and healthier scalp. And what we're finding is that a healthier scalp is opening up hair follicles, and we're getting thicker hair, which is absolutely mind-blowing. If you would see my stepdad, he actually has a full head of hair that he's never had his entire life. Does that work for everybody? Probably not, but for a lot of people, it's actually skin health. And he's never, ever had hair like he has today. And this is all patented from the Deserticola, known as a miracle of a desert. So it traps and it holds moisture for long periods of time. And then we have our Swall Mill body wash and our body cream. And launched today, we have our scent that's been brought back, which I'm so excited about. It's softer, and we have two scents. So one's like more, I think, more feminine, soft, and the other one has a little bit more of a man scent to me. But both beautiful scents. There's hydration levels. It has your collagen in it as well. So this is going to also help with the quality of your skin from head to toe. It's nice to have your face look good, but if you don't all match up, that's a problem. And a lightening from the inside out. Now, these two products I will not go a day without. I've noticed a huge difference on my skin, but also in how I feel. Okay, with different collagen helps everything. It helps your organs, it helps your skin, it helps your joints. It kind of has this, it helps everything. Our collagen is phenomenal and it tastes incredible, and it's a powerful antioxidant. And then they've added biotin, hyaluronic acid, wheat ceramides to support hair, nails, and skin. But the new ingredients that they added, I was so excited, was a young pole plant, super anti-inflammatory, like we all need that, and selenium and glutathione for antioxidant support. So these are things that I would literally get injected into me because an IVs to help with my health, right? And so this is something that they've incorporated into their products. I was very excited and very impressed by that. Our Deep Talk Plus is a natural psyllium husk fiber with zinc. It is not just a psyllium husk. It is different. It's meant to support and build your immune system, as well as help with the lining of your gut and the health of it. So it actually will go all the way down into your lower intestine. You just drink it back with 8 to 10 ounces of water, and it expands in there. And this is where it gets stuff that doesn't actually move and may be stuck there for a long time, or just gets things moving if things are not moving. But for everyday health, I do not miss this product. It is a game changer, and absolutely love the no bloating, better skin from it. A lot of people who do have acne prone skin around the hormone area, a lot of times it actually goes back to gut health. Okay, more energy is also something that you're going to find. So this is Riman. This is our products. This is where we're going. And I just want you to know that we we are free of 3,000 common chemicals. The Korean regulations are the MFDS. So we are all certified in all of that. So we are very strict in the ingredients of it. We actually surpass European standards. So this is a big deal, and they are working like no other products that we saw on the market. And we are the first, and we're here, and I'm going to let my Chris take it away. Chris is one of my business partners. He's actually somebody that I enjoy working with, and he's the number guy, but he has not stopped since Riman started. He is full of passion about what he's doing. He's building a huge organization, and I'm so excited for him to take away the rest of this.
Story is an amazing inspiration and just so touching and also inspiring. So with that said, I want to thank Ms. Leah for giving us the first half of the opportunity. For those of you that took the time to invest your time to be here today, I'd like to welcome you, especially all the new people that have decided to be a part of the Riman family. To introduce myself, my name is Christopher Kim. I'm a national director here in Riman, North America. And prior to this industry, I used to be a recording artist out in South Korea. I talk about how I've had a lot of notoriety, a great experience, I got to experience fame and success. But make no mistake, fame and fortune are two different things. I can honestly say I've had a chance to experience fame and success, but fortune requires a different skill. It requires a different type of a knowledge. And I can honestly say 2007 of August, when I first met this industry, good fortune came my way, and this industry completely revolutionized and changed my life. So tonight I get to share the information that was actually shared with me, a very similar type of information about 18 years ago. You see, but when I heard this information, I remember the speaker that night, 18 years ago, say something that was really profound. And he said, your mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. So if you're here and you're on the call, make sure your mind is open because you might as well be here. Now, with that said, when I first got introduced to this industry, what I realized was it'll take a paradigm shift for you to really change things in your life. What I mean by that is, when I first came to a presentation like this, I had heard groundbreaking information for the first time in my life that I had never heard before. It was like information that existed, but I never heard it. And I was just blown away by this type of way, how there's another way you can get rich. There's another way, a different way, a different path that you could create for yourself to become rich. And I really thought about what that speaker was saying that night 18 years ago, because why? Let's face it, school doesn't teach you how to be successful. They don't have Success 101, Wealth 101, let alone they don't even teach you how to file your taxes, right? But we're told go to school, get good grades, get a good job. And if you're lucky enough, if you make it past 65, maybe you can retire, right? But the times have changed, right? There is no job security. And there comes a time in your life when you realize that freedom, success, the dream life that you desire to live was never going to be handed to you, right? It's a script you're given in life, and ultimately it is up to you, right? So that's the kind of reckoning I had 18 years ago, running into this industry. Ultimately, that paradigm shift of understanding there is a different way, there is hope, there's a different way you can become successful. That's what did it for me. But what Riman is really pretty much saying to you guys today is it's very simple, right? When it comes to a traditional supply chain, there's the company supplier, distributor, wholesaler, retail shops, and at the very far end is the consumer. But every time products switch hands, the price goes up, right? Let alone inflation, right? So what happens? The end customer, the end user ends up paying for everything in high prices. But what Riman is saying is we're going to take a different approach. We're going to use the most powerful method of marketing available known to mankind, and that is word of mouth referral. You see, we've been doing it all our lives, right? When was the last time you ate a great meal and you told your friend, you got to go check out this new place, the food is great? When was the last time you had really bad service and you didn't leave a tip and you told your friends, don't go there, don't waste your time and money, the service is horrible and the food is bad, right? Or when was the last time you saw a great movie and you told your friend, go watch that movie? Every time you referred it, did they pay you? No, they didn't. So the reality of the matter is we've been doing it all our lives. So what Riman is saying is we're going to cut the middleman out, and you get to be the marketer on behalf of Riman, and you can bring in the customers, you can do B2B, you can harness e-commerce, and you could ultimately build a distribution channel, which is going to help you make income where money works for you, right? So this is the business of working smart, not working hard. Now, as we bring in customers, customers also get the benefit of 5% reward points, of VIP customer programs, up to 10% in savings. Now, when you look at this chart, what this chart is actually saying is it's a way we're going to pay you so as long as you do the work, right? Now, I know this is a lot of numbers here and it's quite, it could be quite confusing. Now, this is not the place for me to do a compensation plan training, but it is the place for me to appeal to you that there are 6 to 7 ways that you can get paid in this pay plan so as long as you bring customers, right? So what our business model is actually explaining is they want 2 things, right? They want 3 things, but ultimately 2. The first one is we want customers, right? So we're going to pay you a lot of money to get customers, but also we want customer getters because we understand the concept of working smart, not working hard. The best example I can give you is a business like McDonald's, right? McDonald's, they're known as probably the number 1 franchise, one of the biggest brands and recognizable companies in the world. Now, how did they become so successful? Is they focus on 2 parameters, right? They focus on selling hamburgers and fries, and they focus on aggressive expansion, which are franchises, right? But why do they focus on franchising? It's the concept of leverage, right? More exposures means more money, right? So they want more locations where there's more exposures. That's going to cultivate more sales. Well, here, what we do is we get customers, we get customer getters, and we rinse and repeat and train. That's all we do, all 3. And for whatever talent that you can bring to the table, right? We're going to pay you anywhere from 10 to probably 54% on the sale of these products. Now, if you're good at expanding, you're good at promoting, you're good at networking, and you can build a distribution channel, right? Why would you want to build a distribution channel? Because it's about working smart. Ultimately, it's faster for 10 people on your team to get 10 customers each, rather than you having to go out there and get 100 customers yourself. That in itself is the concept of leverage, where we harness an easy, simple concept called duplication. Okay, so we have 7 ways that we're going to pay you, anywhere from retail sales, a return customer program, selling packages, B2B, building a team, building a distribution channel. There's many, many ways. But if you're very curious about how you get paid, make sure you guys get on to the Tuesday orientation training. When you get on the Tuesday orientation training, we're going to be doing a simple breakdown, bite by bite, piece by piece, the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s of how you get paid, from planner, manager, senior manager, all the way to team leader. So make sure you guys promote for that next event. Get on the orientation on Tuesday. But what Riman is pretty much saying is, we're going to pay you well. We're going to pay you unlimited amount of income, so as long as you do the work. Now, there's also another compensation program called Leadership Matching Bonus. Now, this is a very unique, sophisticated, new way of doing business. You see, when it comes to the corporate America life, the corporate job, the corporate ladder, isn't it safe to say you work just hard enough so you don't get fired, and they pay you just enough so you don't quit, right? What kind of oxymoron is that, right? So there is really no growth in that. But what we did is we changed the kind of concept in our payment structure, where it's a win-win situation. I don't get paid till you get paid, and I don't get promoted till you get promoted. And here, for creating leaders, Riman is going to pay you something called leadership matching bonus. The more success your team has, the more money you're going to be able to make. And starting from the team leader position to director, senior director, and national director position, the top leadership positions, for every team leader and higher that you promote in your business, we're going to pay you up to 3 to 6 generations on those positions. So it's not in levels. It's going to be wherever they are in your business. The next team leader you make, that's your first generation, and whatever income they derive, the company is going to match you 40%. The second generation is going to be your first generation, obviously. They're going to match you 20. And on your third generation, 10, and so on, all the way to 6 generations, up until that 5% national director. So for those of you that have any more curiosity on how we get paid and how the money's made on selling the #1 K-beauty product, make sure you guys promote for the Tuesday orientation event. We will be training the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. Now, with that said, we did an amazing overview today on the opportunity Riman revealed. But as you know, at the end of February, the last weekend of February, going into March 1st, we will be kicking off our Riman Roadmap 2026 convention in Long Beach, California. Right now, I believe all the hotels are sold out, but make sure you guys book hotels in the surrounding areas. The convention center can be reached within a 5 to 10 minute radius, so there are surrounding hotels nearby. Now, make sure you guys get booked and come to this event. If you have never been to a Riman event, I wouldn't really consider you an official Riman planner just yet. Amazing things happen at these conventions. First thing I would like to share is, in these conventions, the transfer of belief starts to occur, and you see people from all walks of life walking the stage, but everybody in the room's got one common goal. And what is that? We're all headed to the same place. So with that said, make sure you guys make your way to the Long Beach Convention Center. Last weekend of February, it is the official Riman Roadmap convention happening for the kickoff of 2026. Now, introducing to you these Riman starter kits. Now, with that said, we have all types of starter kits. Now, remember, when you're a brand new planner, you can take advantage of these starter kits for your first 30 days in the business. Now, ultimately, I would recommend you get started at the highest pack, at the 1511 SP package. Why? Because you'll quickly realize you are promoting and selling affordable luxury. These are not products that people need to think about. These are very highly affordable. So once they come across you, they will buy it right there, right then and there on slot. Kind of like how you would buy Girl Scout cookies, right? Because it's affordable, right? Wouldn't you take a $60 bet on your face? I pretty much would if I heard it's the #1 K-beauty, right? Now, with that said, you're going to quickly realize you're going to need product on slot. You're going to get a lot of return customers. You will get people enrolling in the customer program, and you're going to get people that want to buy the set. And ultimately, you need one set for yourself, and you need another set to demo. But also on the flip side, remember, you decide what you're going to get paid on. But on the flip side, get in where you fit in, because financial circumstances, I understand, I get it. Get in where you fit in, right? So it's okay. So I'm telling you both sides of the aisle. But remember, the most important thing is we want you to change your face, change your finance, get that beautiful glass skin. But the most important part of this business is your participation. And what we want from you is ultimately your time investment into the business. And to my Canadians up north, this is priced in CAD to the equivalent of multiplied by 3 to the US dollar. So it is actually the same currency price as the USD. These are the starter kits for Canada. And as you know, we have local logistics, local warehousing in Canada. So to my Canadians, take advantage. You can also upgrade your starter sets. All right. So for RIMAN 2025, what an amazing packed year that was. As we start our 2026, we've had multiple global markets that we opened in, and now we are at the doorstep of opening these Latin American countries and many more European countries at the doorstep, guys. Now, one thing unique is, remember, everybody can participate in K-Beauty, the double cleanse, nourish, protect. Remember, don't be afraid to promote these products. These products will do most of the heavy lifting for you. So to all my planners, all my new planners, please take a screenshot. These are the new January calendar of events for Zoom schedules moving forward to moving into the new year.